Good morning, you guys. You have caught me at the right time of 5:30 in the morning, starting my day before baby boy wakes up. I'm having coffee in my little like fairy teacup. I think it looks like a flower. Well, I've almost finished my coffee. Almost finished it. And having some of my homemade rusks. I made these with coconut oil instead of butter, so they kind of taste like a tennis biscuit. If you know, you know. I love it. Today I have to do an in-person interview for a new team member for our team, so I'm actually quite excited about that. I'm feeling very positive about this interview. We are desperate for a team member, so hopefully that goes well. I've also started receiving all of the feedback on the content that we did for all of our hotel chains this week, so we need to make a few minor, hopefully they're minor, adjustments to that. Sorry, I'm fiddling with my hair, so let me just stop. But the focus of this week's vlog is to live slower. I struggle with anxiety like 90% of the planet, but what that makes me do is like my anxiety says it's now or never. You have to clean up that mess now or you're never gonna clean it up, or you have to answer that email now or you are never gonna answer it and you're probably gonna get fired. So taking a step back and even just having like a breath, like as soon as I have one of those thoughts, breathing and being like, I'm busy playing with my son right now, I will answer that email when I'm done my lunch. You know, that kind of a vibe. I just feel like we get caught up in the sauce way too much, and I want to enjoy the life I'm working so hard for. So that is the purpose. I'm going to be trying a few little tips and tricks throughout the video to make this possible. So if you also want to be living life a little bit more whimsically, a little bit slower, let me be your body double. Get a bev and let's get into it. Somebody is awake and ready for business. So while we're in the playroom, I'm actually going to set up his next interest table, which I would normally do when he's having a nap, but because I'm rotating, so I did a farm interest table, then I did a color interest table, then I did a Cottage interest table. I'm going back to farm. I'm just going to do it while he's in the room and hopefully it goes fine. If you don't know what interest table is, it is basically a space that you set up according to your child's current interests. So you pay attention and see what they are naturally being drawn to, and then you create a learning space, an independent learning space around that interest. So I've got little cards, I've got horses, I'm actually busy constructing a barn. But let's get to it. See, so I print these out, and I know this isn't farm necessarily, but most of the animals here are for the farm. These are little texture sticks, so I just take any thing with a cool texture and stick it on a popsicle stick, and he has fun fiddling and exploring with them. Then I have a basket here full of farm animal figurines that he can match to the farm figures on the wall. And he's currently doing this little farm puzzle. He loves this one. I also will usually put out some kind of book for him to read on the table. I'm going to put this one out this week. It's Mr. Brown Can Moo by Dr. Zeus. So it's got a whole bunch of animal sounds. It's got cows, it's got bees, it's got horse feet, it's got owls. I think this is appropriate. Alright, I think that's what I'm going to leave out for him for now. And then throughout the week, I take things and I add new things and we do different activities. So I actually have, I'll show you, this whole farm board that I'm busy making that I need to do the barn for. So hopefully I can finish that and then I can put this out this week. I need to finish the barn. The barn's actually here, let me show you. It's just currently a bunch of popsicle sticks that I've glued together that I still need to paint and reinforce somehow. Of how I'm embracing slow living is spending more time outside. As I think as Norwegians, they say there's no such thing as bad weather, just bad clothes. So we are spending a very chilly but sunny morning in the garden. This is my little container experiment that I have going on here for spring. So these are all spring blooms. We have delphinium over here and here, a trellis of sweet peas. We actually do have some winter flowers. These are pastel poppies. These are yellow daffodils. These are carnations, snapdragons, dwarf lupin, ranunculus, more ranunculus. These are California poppies. We have some violas and pansies. These are pink daffodils. These are peony poppies. And then we just have some alyssum and fairy bouquet. And the goal is that once it all fills out, you won't even be able to see all the pots. This side of the garden is pretty much dead in winter because I have a very wet garden, and you'll see, like, it hasn't rained in weeks and I haven't watered in weeks, and you can see how wet, because the soil is like clay, so nothing really survives here too much in the winter period, and I don't plant anything here. I do have some cabbages that are somehow still going, so I'm just going to leave them, but in springtime this will all bounce back. Here we have a little garden helper. We have primula and snapdragons. I'll show you one snapdragon hiding at the back there. That's so cool. It's like, I don't know if you can see, it's like a dual color snapdragon. Very pretty. We have some pink ones. This is the pot of anemones. And then we have a lot of poppies. So I have pink, red and white poppies that are all starting to pop up. We've been climbing over cushions and playing with the couch for the past half an hour, 20 minutes. Another huge part of embracing slow living for me is learning to better manage my time. I feel like rushing to get something done or to be somewhere is not slow living. It is not being like, you are not able to be present in that moment, or at least I'm not able to be present when I'm just rushing around like a madman. So it's 11 o'clock now. I have an in-person meeting at 12:30. I'm going to start casually getting ready now, getting dressed, fixing my hair, putting on some makeup, so that when 12 o'clock rolls around, I'm not in a rush madmaning to get to this meeting. I am cruising. Being an audiobook girl has changed my driving game because I don't really like driving. I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, I love driving, let's do a long distance trip. No, I don't like driving, but I feel like listening to an audiobook while I drive tricks my brain into thinking I'm not driving. So I'm now on the Crown of Midnight in the Assassin's Blade series. The first two books, I can't lie, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on with this series. Like, it's just not really doing anything for me. I feel like we're just talking about a whole lot of nothing. But I see now why those two books were necessary, because they were seriously just character building books. And if it weren't for those two books, I feel like what's happening now would be like hollow, if that makes sense. So yeah, would recommend you push through. We have not had water for the past 24 hours, and I'm starting to get over it. Like, every week we don't have water. So I'm making myself a snack, which is just rice cakes and cottage cheese with salt. Ooh, delicious. And an orange. Another thing about trying to just be a little bit slower about life and embracing it is actually taking the time to like think about what I'm going to eat and nourish my body. Before, I would just like grab the first thing and just work. And in reality, that time that you spent like denying yourself a good meal or whatever doesn't actually add up to much productivity. So I'm making myself a snack. I'm gonna enjoy my snack, listen to my book, and then I'm gonna get to doing some work. Oh, the interview went well, by the way. I think we're gonna go with him. He's got a lot of experience. He's worked with KC, Mr. George, like all the big names that I aspire our team to be like. So yeah. So we ended up coming to my parents' house because we don't have water still and we needed to shower. So we had some euros, had a lovely shower, and now we're gonna go home. We have water, we have water. The water came back overnight and I'm so happy. I'm gonna put the dishwasher on first thing this morning. I haven't even had a coffee, but I don't even have a clean coffee cup, so I'm gonna have to wash one and then I'm gonna put the dishwasher on, do a load of laundry, and then get this day started because the water's back, which means it's gonna be a good day. I'll put the non-toxic washing powder that I'm using over here. I know y'all gonna want to know. Well, you would want to know on my other profiles. YouTube is slow. We'll get there. We'll get there. This is the laundry powder that I'm using, and I would normally use white vinegar as softener, but I'm actually out, so no softener today. And you know what? It doesn't even make that big of a difference. If you live in South Africa or you've had your water go off for a while, you know the sounds it makes when it comes back. It's like ridiculous. Anyway, like I was saying, he kind of just took himself to his playroom this morning and he's busying himself there. So while he does that, we're gonna make coffee. In terms of what I'm putting in the quinoa to make it taste like a nice, yummy breakfast porridge, first up we are going to put in some coconut oil, like just a tablespoon, some cinnamon, and some coconut sugar. So if you know me, before I was pregnant, I had something ridiculous, like 200 houseplants. And when I fell pregnant, I got rid of a lot of them because I was just worried about my capabilities of looking after them while looking after a newborn baby. But I'm starting to feel the itch to get back into things because I have some stunning varieties that are just not getting the love they deserve. Like this Forgetii is stunning, but she's suffering. Some of my anthuriums, like my Veitchii, girl, is beautiful. And imagine how much more beautiful she could be if I put time and effort into it, you know? Luckily, I kept cuttings of like literally everything that I sold or gave away in a prop box. So I'm thinking that maybe we need to take them out. And I'm thinking of like doing some kind of shelving situation above the couch with some grow lights. I was thinking about investing in some Barinas. I want to get back into my indoor house plants, especially carnivorous plants. I have to. They are both pinguicular, and this one's flowered for me many times. This one never. So that's kind of a goal I'm working towards. I want more pinguiculars, carnivorous plants, and I want them to flower. I can't get over this. Look at how gorgeous that is compared to my hand. Stunning. Also, my philodendron splendid just chilling up there in a jar when it's that gorgeous. It was huge, guys. I need to get it back there. And that is that we have a plant destroyer. This gigas was looking so lovely and he ripped it off the moss pole and all the leaves off. So we do have to think about some, yeah, look at this, some safety precautions for the plants. Yes, we do. That's why I'm thinking the shelf above the couch would be great because it would be out of his reach. All right, so we're going to quickly go pop out to Woolies and get some potting soil so I can hopefully find some time today to pot up a few plants. But we're going to do that. Then we're going to head over to my mom's house and my sister's going to watch him a little bit while I get some work done. And this is the outfit. All right, I was able to complete everything that I needed to do. Had some calls, had some meetings, had some emails, did some quotes, a lot. And now I'm just gonna play with baby here because there's so much for him to do at my parents' house. And then we're gonna get going back home. In this box, we have a million little anthurium seedlings that I pollinated myself. It is a cross between Anthurium Batman and Anthurium clarinervium, and they've just been chilling in this prop box. But I am finally going to take some out and plant them so I can start getting some decent sized leaves. And so I've got them all in a prop box. These are all of the ones I've potted out, and I still have more than half a box. I'm drowning in Anthurium seedlings. I also want to have a look inside this prop box and see if there's anything that maybe I want to take out. I have like majestics in here. I have some kind of Anthurium hanging on here. Another Anthurium, another Anthurium, Hoya serpens. I have lots of splendid, another majestic. These are all things that I kind of kept for when I had the time to get back into houseplants. It's not looking good in here. I'm not even too sure. Well, maybe let's handle this another day. Good morning, you guys. Yes, I feel as bad as I look this morning. I've woken up with one of these headaches that I tend to get. I've suffered with migraines my whole life, but these are more like tension headaches that I get, I think, from like being like this the whole night, breastfeeding or whatever. So what I'll normally do is spray this muscle relaxant spray on the back of my neck, sniff some peppermint oil, and do some tension yoga before taking a painkiller. So let's go for that routine, and if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to round up the painkillers. Let's do this quickly. Step 1, peppermint oil. I'm just going to put it here so that I can keep smelling it. It's okay. It's days like these where motherhood just feels so hard. Okay, step 1 complete. Now I need to find the spray. I don't actually found it. This is the Dr. Lee anti-inflammatory pain relief spray, completely natural, non-toxic. And also, if you're wondering what's going on with my hair, this nest that I have over here. Kyle was tickling my hair last night and he does a good job. A thorough tickling / head massage is my love language. What's the matter? Come. The kitty ran away from you. That must suck. That must not feel nice, hey? Sorry. Okay, should we go find him together? Okay, come. Let's go find him together. So we got a delivery. I have been wanting to get a new bed since the moment we moved into this house, because you'll see there's like a weird wall. So there's always been this gap behind my head when I'm sleeping, and I didn't like it. And I was looking forever for a headboard and I couldn't find one that I liked, but I found this girl on Facebook who does custom beds, and I got this one made. And guys, I feel like a big girl. Like, this is a big girl bed if you ask me. Definitely a long way to go in the bedroom, but at least we have the centerpiece being the bed. I am now going to be on the hunt for a rug and some new bedding. Something blue, something whimsical, something grandma-esque. So if you guys have any recommendations, leave them in the comments down below. Good morning, you guys. It's actually been a couple of days. Yesterday I had a really busy day. I had to film 2 videos for Amazon, 2 videos for Cuddlers, and I'm actually filming another video for Cuddlers this morning, a chaotic morning routine, which was perfect because I actually have a very important meeting at 9 and it's 8:15 right now. So I need to leave the house, go do that, and then I want to have a really chilled Friday. I have worked most nights this week just so that my days feel a bit calmer. Yeah, we're gonna go now. And I think I have achieved that. He wants to go to the car. So Kyle and I, our plans for today. Okay, we're gonna go. Our plans for today are to get a nice bottle of wine, get a babysitter, aka hopefully my mom, and do some puzzles and wines and pasta tonight. That's the plan. So hopefully that happens. There's the puzzle. I'm currently being led to the door. So yeah, he knows it's time to go. Just put baby boy to bed, and every time I successfully get him to go down for a nap without like going for a drive in the car or whatever, I'm like, I deserve a chocolate bar. Where's my reward? That was hard work. Where's the reward? So I'm gonna make myself a reward. This is what I like to call my cookie dough breakfast porridge, and it's somewhat healthy. It's not unhealthy. It's better than any store-bought option you'll find, but let's make it. So the first ingredient we need, polenta, cacao chips. These are so high in magnesium, which is amazing for you. And let's get some water to boil on the stove so long. The other ingredient you're going to need is coconut oil for some healthy fats. To sweeten it, I use coconut sugar. Alright, so you're going to want to add about 1 cup of polenta, a dashing of cacao chips. I normally do, like, I'm not going to lie, 4 teaspoons of coconut sugar. Just try 3. And then a tablespoon of coconut powder, coconut oil, and whisk out all the lumps, literally for like 2 to 5 minutes, I'd say. You'll know, like, it becomes all porridgey. And voila, cookie dough porridge. I'm just going to sit here and enjoy me some YouTube while I eat this. I'm watching Haley's Corner. Let's do it. When I was out here earlier, I actually noticed some aphids hanging out on my pansies, and when dealing with aphids, the first thing that I always try is just blasting them off with the hose pipe, and if that doesn't resolve it, then I'll go in with dishwashing liquid and spray the plants. But you can see that they are going to town, so let's blast them off. You won't believe it, but my hose pipe is broken again. think it's my sign to order another one because I hate this hose pipe. So what I'm going to do instead is just take the pots that are infested with aphids to the tap and just blast them off straight at the source. And then I'm going to order a new hose pipe. I'm gonna get into my PJs while Kyle gives baby boy a bath and have some well-deserved me time. And look at how appealing our bed is. Good morning, you guys. It is Sunday morning. Kyle was tickling my hair again last night, so you can see that. That's why I am looking crazy. But honestly, I can't even tell you where the weekend has gone. I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, otherwise I'm going to have Sunday blues. But we need to come up with like a name for him that I can use that's not his real name, because saying baby boy or little boy just doesn't ring for me. So let me know if you think we should just make him like a social media name. But anyway, we're gonna eat breakfast. We have scrambled eggs, blood orange, and strawberries for breakfast today. And then we shall see what the day beholds. Major mom hack, but if you have a drive-through car wash near you, toddlers love the drive-through car wash. At least mine does. So we actually are here at the drive-through car wash, and I got him all dressed because you have to go inside to pay, and I forgot to get myself dressed. So I just walked in there in my pajamas. I was like, well, what you gonna do? Alrighty, I just dropped him off at his grandparents' house. We went to the car wash, and now I'm gonna have a really long shower, an everything shower, get dressed, and then I think we are going to go to the nursery to just do some plant shopping. Me and my dad, I love plant shopping. While we're here, we are getting back into indoor plants this season because my soul needs it. So I think over here we have some space to work with. We have thin shelves so we can get smaller plants that need less light, because I haven't figured out a grow light system yet. But I also have this whole space here that we could possibly do some kind of display. We could move the fiddle leaf literally anywhere here, and then over here do some kind of wall display. And then we have above the couch that I want to get some kind of grow light system going, and a floating shelf or some kind of like vintage shelf display, I'm not sure, and start filling that up with indoor plants again. I do need to get nuclear pots. So let's make a list. Nuclear pots, perlite, vermiculite, leca, so that I can repot some of my plants that are in desperate need and look after what I already have. In terms of like other places I could put plants, not much, hey, unless I get a lot of grow lights. But I'm thinking to get one grow light that can come above here, above here, and then 1 grow light over there, and then we should be good. I also have some more space over here to work with in terms of plants. I can just cram them on, honestly. But like I said, there are plants that I already have that need attention. So before I just start over consuming, I'm going to try and take care of what I already have. So let's go get in the shower and make a list.
No, what are you doing now?
Say hello to my YouTube vlog.
Hello.
Tell them, what did we have for lunch?
The most amazing picanha.
Ooh, yummy.
And roasted potato and onion and feta salad.
Giving baby a bath. We are going to edit this vlog and watch some YouTube while we do so. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, comment. These, I think they're hyacinths, down in the comments. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.